Ryan Feather, 2 kids, 8 and 5, and I was diagnosed on March 13th, 2003.
Each year, 2.3 million people are affected worldwide by multiple sclerosis, or MS. It is most common in ages 20 to 40 to be diagnosed.
It was a Tuesday, and I knew something was going to happen that day just in the back of my mind, and my cousin actually had his first child born that day, and I was on my way to go see them, and my doctor called and said, "Can you swing by the office real quick?" So I knew something was wrong.
The typical brain is made up of 90 billion nerve cells. They're constantly buzzing with activity and love to communicate with one another. There are more connections in your brain than there are stars in the Milky Way. The brain, spinal cord, and eyes make up the central nervous system, or CNS. The system works together to think, breathe, move, and even grade videos.
And after 3 different doctors, countless MRIs, spinal taps, all that, they diagnosed me with relapsing remitting MS. He told me, and I kind of just looked at it and went, okay. Because I knew it was coming, so I was prepared for the news. But there's a protective layer around the nerve called the myelin, and the cells in your body, they actually attack your immune system. So it's like your immune system is going completely reverse and everything's going backwards per se. And it attacks the myelin sheath around the nerve, and when that is gone, the nerve gets damaged and is no longer functional. There's relapsing remitting, which is like, the normal kind, what most people have, and then there's primary progressive, which is the worst kind you can get. Most people who have relapsing remitting MS only have a couple relapses every maybe 2-3 a year, which for some people requires a steroid regimen and hospital stay. And maybe about 40% go on to relapsing remitting, which is when you start to lose function of walking, writing, memory lapses, a bunch of things that are, you can't die from MS, it's just a pain in the ass. Pain, that's one of my biggest side effects with MS. I have chronic pain in my legs. It makes it very difficult to walk, which is why I teach sitting down most of the time. I'm on 4 different opioids. I have a pain pump that continuously gives me 3 different kind of pain medicines, and I have 1 pain pill, which is my rescue drug in case I need it. The other one is insomnia. I have huge insomnia problems, sleeping problems. Even though I'm on lots of medicine for it, I still can't sleep. And it has affected my speech and my walking. First diagnosed, I had a lot of problems with, why me, and then I characterize it as, you're on a target board, and all these different things are on this board, and you have a dart, and you just throw the dart, and wherever it lands is what you got. So I believe God just threw a dart on his dartboard, and that's where it landed for me, and that's what I got. So, I don't really, it hasn't really affected my religious beliefs. I don't think it happened for a reason. It just, crap happens. In 2011, I was in DePaul Hospital for 2 months because I developed pneumonia, which set off the MS. I lost the ability to walk, write. Cognitive thoughts were just all that, it was very low. So I had to go into rehab for the last 3 weeks to learn how to walk again.
These actions are facilitated by neurons that send signals all throughout the body. This is in part because of the myelin coating, which insulates the impulses and allows signals to reach their destination.
Because it affects my legs and my arms to a certain degree, I don't go out a lot, more than I used to, especially as I get older, because the symptoms become more and more severe. So it has put a toll on my social life. I had surgery for the pain pump in December, which it was the 3rd time I had this surgery, and the difference between pre-surgery and post-surgery was about 110%. And so I don't have as much pain as I did before. So my social life has actually made a complete 180. And so I'm able to do 10 times more things with my kids, here at school. So it's really helped with it. can't, do what I need to do, just cope with it. We make adjustments. The kids really don't understand what's going on. They're too young to understand what's going on. I haven't even told them yet. As they get older and they get more mature, then I'll definitely tell them and, sit them down and understand. But they even, my 8-year-old really see the difference in me since December and how active I am with them now. When I first was diagnosed to go on the medication, I was seeing them every week for about 6 months. And then it went to once a month, and then now once every 3 months. We call it a short leash rather than. Our insurance is horrible. I have, on average per month, I spend about $500-600 out of pocket for my copays for my medicine. If I have to have an MRI, it's around $800, a CAT scan, about the same thing, and then hospital stays you don't even want to know. So it's quite expensive, and our insurance doesn't cover as much as I would hope, but that's what it is. There is a lot of research and there's a lot of new drugs out to stop the progression of MS. Since I started, I was on injections for 5-6 years, and then there was a boom in research and they moved to a pill, and now they're going back to infusion. So I think within the next 25 years, maybe, I hope, especially they don't know if it's hereditary, and that's my biggest fear, is that I pass it on to my kids.
Right.
So I'm just knocking on wood and hoping that that's the case. And understand that every day is a challenge, and every day brings new challenges. And I don't like to be, stamped with, I have MS. MS, I may have MS, but MS doesn't have me. And everyone's different. Just don't assume that everything's okay. You just take it day by day, step by step. That's all you can do.